Hey there, Carrie Clark here with SLP Solution and Speech and Language Kids. And today I'm going to show you 3 ideas for including video games in your therapy sessions. So video games are great because a lot of children are really excited about those and engaged in those. And if we can pull those into our therapy sessions, then we don't necessarily need to have specialized therapy materials. We can just work on our skills in something that's already meaningful to the children. So I have my helpers here today. They are playing a game called Minecraft. Can you guys show them your screen real quick? So in Minecraft, you get to build things, and it's very open-ended, which is my first tip, is to make sure you're choosing open-ended games that have lots of options. If it's there's one objective and you have to go straight through and do it, then sometimes we get a little caught up in the story or the mission, and we forget about our skills. So if we're going to be working on communication, we need something that allows us to have that freedom. Video games that are pausable are great, so we can pause and work on a skill and come back. Get video games that have lots of text that can be read, especially for older children and teens. If you're working with them, that can be really helpful because you can work on your skills during reading the text of the video game as well. So in particular, look for video games that say sandbox or open world, which is going to be that kind of open-ended play. So we are doing Minecraft. Minecraft is one, there's an education version, so a lot of schools have it. If you are working in a private clinic or you don't have access to that, have your clients bring in video games from home or download something on your iPad, tablet, phone, Android, whatever you have that you can engage with the client. So we have 3 types of therapy activities with video games. So the first one I'm going to talk about is co-op, because I've got my co-op boys right here. So you guys are playing on the same world, is that right? Yeah. So they are on the same world playing together wirelessly, so they don't have to be wired together. And if you have Minecraft education, you can do this with a couple of laptops you borrow from the media center, or you can have people bring in devices if they have compatible devices. But they're playing Minecraft co-op, and so you can give them a parameter or a situation and have them work together to try to do that. So we could say, oh, we're going to build a house, or you can let them take it. So what are you guys working on right now? Are you building anything?
I'm building a person.
A person, okay.
And his hair is made of fire and a super funny person.
Nice.
I'm building a landmine, basically a TNT landmine.
All right. So we can let them choose, but we can say you have to work on something together.
Yeah, there's only TNT in this game that can blow up stuff.
Okay. And then as they're working, we can target a skill. So probably before you turn on the video game, you would want to say what the skill is, whether you're working on a speech sound or you're working on a social skill. For today's example, we're gonna say that we're doing some fluency activities. So we're going to work on some different fluency strategies that they can use to enhance their fluency or desensitize against stuttering. So for this one, all right, are you boys listening? I want you guys to talk to each other about what you're building, but we're going to use our slow, stretchy speech. So I want you to talk nice and slow. Can you start? Tell your brother what you're doing with slow, stretchy speech. That's nice. So we can talk about what that skill is and how to use stretchy speech. We can practice it away from the screen and then turn the screens on and practice it while we're doing that. So that would be one way, is to do a co-op. So my second strategy or activity for video games would be to have them tell you to play. So you can tell right now they're kind of engaged in the game and they may not be wanting to talk as much because they're so into what they're doing. Or they may be having a harder time focusing on their skill because they're so focused on the game. And at some point, we want them to be able to do both. So at some point, that's really helpful to have them distracted and still doing their speech sound or their fluency skill. But when we're first starting, we maybe want them to focus on one or the other. And obviously, we're working on speech. So we could have us play the game and them tell us, like, oh, put this there. Or, oh, jump here. How do I jump? Oh, you do it like this. You push the A button. So you can have them teach you how to do it, all the while practicing the fluency skill or pseudo-stuttering or whatever other skill you're working on. So the first one is to do a co-op like these guys are doing right now. You can tell they do talk to each other a lot while they're doing that. So there's plenty of opportunities to practice the skills. You are providing as the moderator to help them. Second one is to have them teach you. And then the third idea, the third activity, would be to help them create a YouTube style video. So if you have never seen gamers on YouTube, watch a couple videos, even if you just watch a little bit, where there's the video gameplay on the screen, and in the corner is a picture of the person who's playing, and they talk about what they're doing. They explain what they're doing, they make jokes, they have fun. A lot of kids are super interested in watching that style of video, and a lot of children would like to make their own. Now, I'm not suggesting you start a YouTube channel for all your clients, because that's way too much, and that should be on the parents, whether they want that to be a thing. But you can record videos in that style, in that YouTube gaming style, if that's something that they're interested in. And that allows us to have the opportunity to show children why their communication skills are important. Why is it important to say your R correctly? Well,
I'm done.
That looks great. I like your person. Okay, let me talk though, all right? So if we're explaining, people won't understand you if you don't say these sounds correctly. Or what happens if you do stutter while you're trying to record a video? Well, we can use a pull-out and we can move through that moment of stuttering. So being able to just get your camera out.
I want to be stuck.
They're talking too much. Being able to just get your camera out and film a video like that while they're playing a video game is going to seem more exciting and more engaging for them, and you're going to get to work on those skills in a more natural and meaningful way for that. So those are our 3 ideas for how to incorporate video games. We're going to be talking more about different types of therapy you can do without therapy materials and how you can simplify and streamline. We have our SLP reboot coming up in August, where we're going to help you get organized and really simplify and streamline what you're doing so you're saving time and reducing your stress levels. So stay tuned. I'm excited to bring all this to you. And if you have a skill that you would like to see me do a video on for how to either incorporate something into therapy or how to do work on a certain skill without therapy materials, you can put that in the comments and I'll be making more of these videos. All right, thanks so much. Bye.